Hello, happy Monday, the 8th of April 2024. Owen Jennings here, your spiritual guide, coming in with the energies of the week. Didn't do this last week because it was a bank holiday here in the UK, but I did put some cards up, and I hope for those of you who chose a card, it resonated with you. So, so reasons for coming in live most Mondays is to give you an idea of what the energies are going to be like in the upcoming week, so that you can understand them, maybe understand how they're affecting you, so that you can navigate them. Now, apparently today is a big day in the cosmos. So you will, if unless you've got your eyes closed, if you're on social media, and actually the media itself, you will know that today is a super new moon and also a solar eclipse, which is an amazing thing to happen, of course. But there's been, I don't know about you, but I've been picking up all sorts of different hysteria around it. Like, it is a big event. Obviously, and it would be great to be able to see it if we could and all the rest of it. But at the same time, it's just about tuning into you still. It doesn't, there's been a lot of hype about, because there's talk about, this bringing in big changes, which it will, but it doesn't mean, anything catastrophic is going to happen or anything like that. So I hope I'm pretty sure those of you watching me will be aware of that. So, it's just really important that when these energies are as high as they are, that you maintain your practices of grounding, of protection, of meditating, of staying in your own lane, basically. That's the best thing you can do. So it is phenomenal. We started off eclipse season a couple of weeks ago with the full moon eclipse, and this has been our 2-week corridor to let go of what we want to let go of, really come in, viewing this as an opportunity to start afresh. And indeed, people like Elizabeth Peru and all the astrologers are saying that this is like an 18-year, so it's like at the end of an 18-year period, and we're about to start another 18-year period. And to look back to March 2006, what were you doing in March 2006? Because you may have similar things going on now, but you need to look at them differently. I'm not sure if that, whether you can remember that far back. I was trying to remember. I know it wasn't long before we moved abroad. Myself and my husband, and I only had one son at that point, and I know I was feeling very apprehensive about it. But apart from that, maybe there is something around owning my own voice at that point. But I know for sure I do things differently now. So if you want to tune into that, it's a very powerful lunar energy. So in this 2 weeks, you may have been feeling very emotional. You may feel even more emotional today, and then the next couple of days, your dreams may well have been crazy. I know mine have. Some of you may be feeling absolutely exhausted because you haven't been sleeping. Also, you may have had physical body symptoms, aches and pains, general fatigue. But, the main thing about this is change is incoming, and change happens all the time. This accelerates change, and, we can't stop it. So the best thing to do is go with it, right? Just go with the flow. What will be, will be. We certainly can't control it, right? So, but most of you watching this will be sensitives, will be empaths, so you probably are feeling it. It's in Aries. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, and all about, they're all very, it's a fire sign, it's go-getting, it's taking action, which is brilliant. If you're into astrology, where is Aries in your zodiac in your in your birth chart, sorry. I know my moon's in Aries, so that'll be affecting my divine feminine side. Or if it's your sun side, it'll be more about your masculine. So if you're Aries sun sign, but just I mean, I don't know an awful lot about astrology. I know bits, so if there's plenty to look into, but just don't go down rabbit holes, okay? I can see here that Inga has said that some states in America have introduced a state of emergency for today. I'm not sure why. Maybe people are panicking, but yeah. Let's not go crazy. It's happened before. We've had super new moons and solar eclipses before. Yeah. So, but if it is affecting you, then it's just notice how you're being affected. There's a lot of talk about, setting your intentions as well. And of course, that's what we do on a new moon. But there is an eclipse. So eclipses, that means but not everything is being revealed right now, because of the shadow side. Certainly our shadow sides will be illuminated, actually. So yes, you can set your intentions, but it's not the best time to do that, actually. It's more about understanding yourself and bringing yourself more into alignment, accepting your shadow side as well. Yeah, so just staying in your own lane is the best way, I think. And then the eclipse corridor closes, I think it's tomorrow, and then we'll lead into another full moon, of course. But we'll still have the energy ongoing. So it's been like this 2-week corridor where we're meant to have been letting go, something you hear me often saying, letting go of patterns of behavior that no longer serves us, or things in our lives that no longer serve us, so that we can bring in the new. And if you've done all of that, then this today will help you with your reset, because it is a reset, apparently, and you can expect changes incoming, I understand, over the next couple of weeks, that some might be expected and some might not be. Plot twists as well. So you just got to let it be, okay? You just got to go. And we've got Mercury retrograde too, so that slows everything down. So let's just be kind to each other and kind to ourselves. Right, I'll bring in my guides for an extra reading on that, but think that's mainly the main, it's the energy for this week for sure. Even though it's today, the energy will carry on this week and next week, really. So be aware of that. But it is a good time for resetting, and it's a good time for doing things that make you feel good, make you feel happy, so that you can continue with that energy throughout the rest of the year. Right, let's see what else my guides have to say. So I'll just bring them in now. Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to be here. Yes, so Alwyn has obviously told you already quite a bit about today's events, and they are, in summary, correct. The main thing is that you just go within. Eclipses are a great time for reflection. And often reflection is needed, isn't it? When you're making a decision or when you need to move forward, you need to reflect on what's been working, what hasn't been working, right? So don't feel that this is a day where you have to, suddenly change what you're doing, or you suddenly have to be different today. In fact, we would say that today and maybe tomorrow as well, you need to be gentle with yourself, kind to yourself, really connecting with your soul and your intuition. Your soul's path is being illuminated right now. These energies have been so intense during the last 2 weeks, and we know our channel, Alwyn, has been affected, so you will have been as well. So lots of things coming up for her, as no doubt they have for you, um, including aches and pains that she wouldn't normally have, and not being able to sleep very well, and just generally being faced with different things that needed to be cleared. So maybe that's what you've been going through. So it feels like a bit of a roller coaster. Um, Things will settle down over the next couple of weeks, but you can expect universal energies to show you maybe a different path, actually, to maybe show you a different way of doing things. As Owen mentioned, there could be some sort of plot twist in your life, but it's all for your highest good. So really, the only thing you need to do is trust, to let it be, not to worry about it, okay? To go with the flow. And to go with the flow, you really need to tune into yourself, to your higher self, to your intuition, your soul, whatever you want to call it. This is the way forward. Please, as Owen was saying earlier, don't get caught up in all the hype that's been in the media. Just know that these things happen, these events happen all the time, okay? And well, maybe not all the time, but often, and they've certainly happened before. So just, it may well be that there are powers out there that are using this cosmic event for their own benefit, as in, creating the hype. So just use your own discernment, okay? In fact, this is so now going forward generally in life, where there are so many opinions and viewpoints in the media, on social media and everywhere else, even in the spiritual communities. So it's really necessary for you to start, if you haven't already, tuning into what feels right for you, right? Yes, and these planetary activities can help you. They do most definitely carry an energy to help you go forward. But in this case, it's about stepping into your heart, your soul, your intuition, as we've already said. Really grounding your energies is very important at the moment too, because there are big shifts happening, not just for you, but globally. So grounding your energies. When was the last time you properly grounded in with Mother Earth? And protecting your energies too, you know? So that's all very good practice for what's happening right now. And then for the rest of the week, it is about just carrying on, and knowing that maybe what worked for you before might not work for you this week or the week after, and going forward, and be open to that. Okay, it may well be though that you're perfectly fine and nothing needs to change, but it's inevitable that some of you will be shown parts of your life, your shadow maybe, that just need to be worked with, not avoided. All right. Quite often people avoid their shadow side, but actually their shadow side is there for a reason. It's part of you, right? And often it's where your strengths are as well. So shedding some light on that too may be happening. And that's all right. Don't forget, light is stronger than dark. Okay. It would also be good to send out some wishes into the universe for the world. What would you like to see on your planet? Send some healing vibes out. That would be good, right? Now, in terms of general energy, there's this feeling of, you going first. So what we mean by that is take the leap if you need to take the leap. Don't worry about it. Please just do it if it feels right. And there's a lot of impatience as well. We feel, when is something going to happen? When am I suddenly going to make lots of money? When am I going to meet Mr. Right or Mrs. Right? When? And it's about trusting, okay? We know that can be hard, but it is. And if you've planted the seeds for whatever it is you wish to create, they will come into fruition if they're meant to be, right? So this is why when you're setting intentions, you should be tuning into your what your soul wants you to do, as well as what your mind wants you to do. And hopefully you can get them both to agree. And that's when you're in the perfect place, right? So, it is a good week for moving forward, most definitely. It just might not be at the pace that you're hoping for. And in fact, you might be being slowed down because Mercury's retrograde, because these energies are so high. So it's really important that you look after yourself. You know, bring in Christ consciousness energy, bring in golden beam of light in through your energy bodies to really hold yourself in the right space for you. Ground into your Earth Star chakra and Mother Nature itself. Listen to the birds singing, get out into nature. That would be really helpful too. So, it is a very promising time of year. Just don't get too ahead of yourselves, all right? Everything is in place for you already. There is a divine plan, and you will see it unfolding if you haven't already over the next 2 weeks. Okay? So look after yourselves. If you're tired, rest. Drink lots of water. All right? Take care. Okay, so I hope that made sense. Maybe not. Yeah, definitely look after yourself, nourish yourself, and just let it be. It's all fine. It's absolutely all fine. Okay, so I will be back next week and we'll see what's going on then. But in the meantime, of course, you know, I'm here if you need me. If you do need that clarity, that further understanding and guidance, don't forget I've got my Spirit Guide hotline, and you can also have one-to-one sessions with me and my guides as well. All right, take care now, everybody, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.